Welcome to Rosewood Cottage, where rustic charm meets springtime elegance. In today's video, we'll explore dining rooms styled with florals and timeless country warmth. Let this visual journey inspire your own cozy spaces. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Soft daylight streams through sheer linen curtains, gently illuminating a rustic dining room. A weathered oak table rests in the center, styled with a simple ivory runner and vases filled with wildflowers in blush and lavender. Shadows dance across the surface, creating a painterly play of light and texture. Golden sunlight spills across whitewashed wooden floors, reflecting softly against a farmhouse dining table. A woven basket brimming with tulips, daisies, and lilac adds life to the neutral tones. Crisp napkins tied with twine rest beside polished silverware, completing a setting that feels fresh, serene, and effortlessly spring-inspired. A trestle table glows under streams of pale light, styled with blossoming branches arranged in a stoneware jug. Petals in blush and white stand out against weathered wood, their shadows stretching delicately. Botanical prints frame the soft-toned walls, echoing the rustic charm and gentle revival of a springtime country dining room. Exposed wooden beams stretch overhead, grounding a dining room filled with character. A vintage lace runner adorns the rustic table, layered with hand-thrown ceramics in muted pastels. Hydrangeas and daffodils rise vibrantly from a glass pitcher, while brass candlesticks flicker gently, casting warmth and elegance over time-worn painted chairs. Floor-to-ceiling windows painted in sage frame orchard views, filling the dining space with natural calm. A reclaimed pine table rests at the center, layered with woven placemats, porcelain dishes, and wildflowers in pale ceramic. The sunlight refracts through vintage glassware, scattering subtle rainbows across soft blush napkins and natural wood. Whitewashed shutters filter sunlight across a sturdy wooden table draped in floral linen. A galvanized pitcher overflows with tulips and spring branches, vibrant against earth-toned walls. Matte iron candlesticks and glass jars filled with blooms create balance, while rush seat chairs provide grounding rustic warmth and gentle sophistication to the room. A wrought iron chandelier shimmers with glass accents above a rustic elm table. Cherry blossoms arranged in a stone vase rise elegantly as petals scatter across creamy porcelain plates. Herb sprigs tied with twine rest atop woven chargers, while buttercream walls reflect soft light, embracing freshness and natural elegance throughout the room. From above, symmetry defines a rustic dining table styled with crisp white runners and abundant florals. Peonies, lilacs, and hyacinths tower from tall vases, reflecting softly in silver flatware. Ladderback chairs frame the table's rhythm, while candles flicker in distressed holders, uniting textures of weathered wood and glossy porcelain. Sunlight pours through a skylight, casting geometric patterns across a pale herringbone floor. A farmhouse table in muted tones holds sage stoneware atop jute placemats. A wicker basket filled with roses and lavender creates a joyful centerpiece, while milk glass vases scatter delicately, each bloom rising into soft, refreshing air. Large mullioned windows frame lush garden views as light floods a rustic oak table. A linen runner with embroidered edges rests beneath pottery bowls of citrus fruit and a vase of bright forsythia branches. Windsor chairs gleam gently, grounded by a jute rug that anchors the fresh, floral-inspired composition. Late afternoon light filters through open French doors, filling the dining room with golden tones. A rustic trestle table is dressed with vintage stoneware and a tall glass vase of apple blossoms. Muted sage napkins drape casually, complementing the balance between weathered wood grain and smooth, soft ceramic finishes. At eye level, blush-colored roses line a rustic dining table, arranged in a wooden trough planter. Their layered petals glow against matte ceramic plates, complemented by printed cotton napkins. Crystal stemware rises elegantly above, catching sunlight and scattering reflections, while neutral taupe walls embrace the vibrancy of spring's display. A reclaimed oak table sits beneath a linen pendant lamp, styled with cream porcelain on wicker chargers. Dogwood branches rise gracefully from a clear glass vase, their blooms sculptural against the rustic scene. Terracotta pots filled with herbs punctuate the tabletop, while pale sky blue walls contrast warm wooden flooring. Pale sunlight softens the rustic furniture of a muted gray plank table. An embroidered runner holds a hand-thrown pitcher bursting with daffodils and tulips. Oak chairs with woven backs surround the setting, softened by yellow linen cushions. A woven basket filled with flowers extends the spring theme to the corner. Shiplap walls painted white frame a bright dining nook filled with rustic warmth. A pine table is layered with vintage crockery on ruffled linen placemats, centered by a picture of wild lilacs. Iron sconces glow faintly, their aged texture harmonizing with earthenware jars and the fresh vibrancy of spring's blooms. A close-up of the rustic table reveals a blush linen runner scattered with tiny bud vases. Each holds a single bloom, glowing in natural light against weathered wood. Cream ceramics rest beside polished cutlery, while a ceramic jug of blossoming branches towers above, balancing raw grain and delicate refinement. A panoramic view highlights a grand farmhouse table overflowing with roses, peonies, and greenery cascading from an antique urn. Smaller vessels scatter across the surface, styled in harmony with wicker chairs encircling the scene. Light wood-paneled walls reflect a golden glow, enhancing floral vibrancy and timeless rustic character. Sunlight streams across wide plank floors, illuminating a rustic oak table styled with ivory linen. Tulips in blush and white fill earthenware jars, lined along the runner. Each setting pairs glazed pottery with polished stemware, catching glimmers of blossoms above, while ladder chairs silhouette softly against buttercream-painted walls. A small rustic table draped in sage linen holds a tall stone vase of magnolia branches. Surrounding vessels of wildflowers create a pastel palette of spring vibrancy. Plates rest on rattan chargers, each napkin topped with a blossom. Light pours through paned windows, refracting in glassware and casting reflections. An arched window frames the dining room in daylight, softening every rustic detail. At the center, a ceramic bowl overflows with roses, lavender, and greenery. White porcelain plates contrast the table's deep patina, while vintage brass candle holders rise elegantly. Spindleback chairs ground the composition in understated grace and country charm. Thank you for joining us in this celebration of country living and cottagecore spring dining inspiration. We hope these rustic and floral ideas spark creativity for your own home. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe to Rosewood Cottage for more enchanting style journeys. See you in the next video.